And this race for Senate, contrast couldn't be more stark, because I'm running against a guy you may have heard of. His name is Joe Sestak. Now, Joe Sestak has voted for every single item on that agenda. There are no exceptions. His only criticism is that it doesn't go far enough. It's amazing. Taking the bailouts. Joe Sestak voted for every single bailout that's come down the pike. When a bipartisan majority of the House of Representatives said, finally, enough's enough with the TARP, and wanted to bring it to an end, not Joe Sestak. He voted to keep it going. Joe Sestak likes bailouts so much, the ones they had in the House weren't enough, so he introduced his own. So if you enjoy paying your mortgage, you'll be happy to know he has a bill to have you pay someone else's mortgage also. That's true. You can't make this stuff up.
People remembered when I was chairman of our party in 1994. 1994, we picked up 54 seats in the House. We gained 8 United States senators, including Rick Santorum. We went from 17 Republican governors to 31, and including your governor of Pennsylvania. Ma'am, you're right. We do need it again. And I want to say to you, for me, I'm very proud of the 1994 election. Time magazine called it the greatest midterm majority sweep of the 20th century. And that's pretty heady stuff for a boy from Yazoo City, Mississippi. But if I don't get but one thing across to you today, it has to be this. The midterm election of 2010 is much more important than the election of 1994. The stakes are higher.
We're selling. She said there could even be layoffs. She said even she could lose her job. She wanted to bail out. I said, but Speaker Pelosi. We're not doing any more bailouts. But I'm delighted to be here today to support Pat Toomey for Senate and Tom Corbett for governor. They got the right ideas and they got...
That's the dream my mom had for me, to have a son who she could send to college to have a better life. And I know now that she's looking down from heaven saying, wow, what a great country this is. What a great state New Jersey is, that now my son has the chance to be the governor in the state where he was born and raised. That's what my parents worked so hard for and fought for, was for me to have not something given to me, but for me to have the opportunity, if I wanted to work hard enough, to be everything I could be. That's the same thing I want for my daughter and the same thing I want for your children, and Tom Corbett will help provide it.
I have to introduce you to somebody. You've all met her before. You've seen her here many times. But we started dating back in October of 1968. That was a couple years ago. Not far from here, up in Lebanon County at Lebanon Valley College. We've been together ever since. My wife, Susan. I hope you agree with me. She's going to make a great First Lady of Pennsylvania. And to the governors who are joining me here, Governor Barbour, Governor Pawlenty, and Governor Christie, thank you for joining us here today. This is where we start taking this country back, is in the governors here and across the United States. In New Jersey, we've already started the process. We have a chance in Ohio, in Michigan, in Wisconsin. We can go on and on. But that's where we start to change, as Governor Barbour said, for 2012. And I want to thank you all for taking the time for joining me here today. We're towards the end. If you were in the military, you know the term 4 days and a wake-up. 4 days and a wake-up, that means we have 4 days to work hard, going out and talking to people all across Pennsylvania, putting those bumper stickers on your car if you don't have them, taking these signs and putting them somewhere where they're visible to the people, going out and making phone calls, making sure people get out and vote, and then on Tuesday, making sure people get to the polls, working the polls, and then after, at 8 o'clock on November the 2nd, collecting those numbers, sending them in, and I feel confident with your help, we're going to win on November 2nd.